Hello.
I was here. Hello,
Nice
everybody.
of you to join us.
Welcome to another brand new, on a special night, Five Heart Podcast on Core Nation's YouTube, Facebook, and X. We are your holiday hosts, Greg Mahachko, Minnie Hunt. Many big plans for Thanksgiving tomorrow.
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to start my war paint for Iowa.
Your war paint?
Yeah.
How long does it take you to apply war paint?
Greg, I'm just kidding. But you know what I did most of the day is I watched a bunch of Iowa crap. Boy, are
Right.
they just like snickering over there thinking, oh, Nebraska doesn't even have a chance. Who do they think they are? Yeah, we actually do have a chance.
And you're going to break it down and tell us all how.
I'll do my best. I will do my best.
James asked if the county jail took my hoodie string away. This is the result of having young children. I don't think I've had a hoodie string in this since Garrett was a baby, so 10 years ago. 9 years ago. 9 years ago. He was born. He'll be 10 next month.
Happy early birthday. You know who I haven't seen in a very, very, very long time, and I saw their name pop up, and I was like, I haven't seen. Hi, welcome back.
Hi.
Welcome back.
If you're gonna do it, you gotta sing it like "Welcome Back, Cotter."
That's what I was thinking. I don't know how to make it rhyme though. That would be your job. You are the one take wonder.
The one take. I'm gonna have to think about that.
What are your plans for mañana? Little turkey.
Yeah, go to my mom and dad's. So.
Is your mom a good cook?
Hell yeah! I'll be honest. that bird's already cooked. Like everything's cooked. They do everything ahead of time and do very little the day of. Not that that's like an. I'm actually the most cooking that's going to be taking place at my mom and dad's tomorrow is I'm taking a sweet potato over there so that I can make sweet potatoes.
I don't like sweet potatoes. Okay, question for the chat. This is just a little side thing.
Oh shit.
What is your favorite side on Thanksgiving?
Oh. What's your favorite side? If you're asking the chat, we get to ask you.
I like stuffing.
Stuffing's got to be the number one side.
Yeah, I like stuffing. You only get it once a year, so.
That's not true. Like you can have stuffing, you can have dressing anytime. Like you can have turkey anytime. You can have cranberry sauce anytime.
This is true.
We have to stop living by the societal rules that you can only have turkey, mashed potatoes, and gravy and stuffing once a year. Like you can have it in July if you want to.
Ooh, Greg, look at this. There's a recipe for Jack Daniel's sweet potatoes.
Yeah, but they ain't Gloria Mahachko sweet potatoes. I use my grandma's recipe.
Oh, gosh.
What?
Okay, black olives? Somebody here likes the black olives.
I don't think that's a side dish.
Do you put them on all of your fingers?
Did you say Olivier? Stuffing. Hamilton Hall Husker says stuffing. Corn casserole from Detterhund. Gravy. Daniel Williams is just a big fan of gravy.
Just gravy.
Just gravy. Gravy goes on everything. Mashed potatoes, gravy. Turkey, gravy. Stuffing,
yes,
gravy.
But it's a specific kind of gravy. I know what he's talking about. You got to have that brown gravy.
Yeah, it's turkey gravy, yo.
Yeah.
What gravy? What other gravy are you talking about for Thanksgiving?
Well, there's brown and white.
You're thinking like pepper gravy, like on chicken fried steak and.
Well, some people make that gravy. They're confused.
Not for Thanksgiving, unless they started drinking at Christmas and they're just drunk all year.
I think some people do.
That's probably true. So, what do we have going on tonight? Is there anything to discuss? I'm out of the loop.
There's absolutely nothing to discuss. Okay, here's the reality. CBS CBS Sports put out this rumor that Dylan Raiola is entering the transfer portal.
Well,
They
it was a
just
report
nudged.
of a. Yeah.
Go
I'll be
ahead.
honest with you. It's such irresponsible journalism. Like, I'm so sick of anonymous sources or possibly like step up and claim it or keep your mouth shut. That's me. That's just me.
Okay,
It's
so
gonna be a wild show tonight. I just want you to know.
you don't believe the rumors?
Do I believe the rumors that he is leaving?
Yes. Or that he's gonna enter the transfer portal? Because I personally don't.
It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I hate to say, like, it doesn't matter what I believe. It's going to happen or it's not. We can't do anything about it. It's
Great.
you gotta dance with the person at the ball or whatever the hell that phrase is. You just can't. We willed him to Lincoln. I don't know if we can will him to stay. You know what I mean? I have more thoughts on it, honestly. I'm very excited to talk about this topic tonight.
Okay. Husker Power GBR says Minnie purchased extra Walgreens wine for it tonight. There is a very special drinking thing that you do that I actually brought some whiskey to.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
I know. It's actually my uncle's whiskey. I
like
bought
you
it for
borrowed
him.
it from him or he makes it?
No, it's here for him whenever he comes
Oh,
to
gotcha.
visit. I just like to have people's drinks of choice on hand.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Is that your way of
Tonight,
saying we should?
I'm taking it.
Well, I think tonight you need to, right?
Yes.
Brett says, "Oh God, no! Don't do this on Mondays, Minnie. I'm the only drinker there." Derhoon says, "Let's go, Minnie. Get it.
Get it.
It's really going to be a while." Yeah, all right. I just want everybody to think of this moment is replaced, unless Minnie has something up her sleeves that I'm not aware of. This moment, this social group drink moment, is replacing this week's 5-Heart Theater. Because I don't have a 5-Heart Theater. Do you have a 5-Heart Theater?
I mean, I did have one that I was working on, and then I couldn't focus enough to finish it. And I started it because I haven't been feeling 100% lately. And so I've spent a lot of time in bed. And there's nothing more exciting for me to do than Husker stuff, right? So I was listening to just some Husker stuff and thinking, okay, in my wildest dreams, if I could build any Husker team that I wanted, what would that look like? And I decided, you know what it would really look like? I'd freaking come back. I don't believe that we come back as a turtle or whatever. I don't necessarily believe that, but if there was ever any truth to that, I would want to come back. And I kid you not. I sent this to one of my buddies. I would want to come back as the greatest Husker offensive lineman that ever lived. That would be my dream.
Like a new, or do you want to be like quantum leaped into Will Shields or Dave Remington?
See, now I wasn't even thinking about that. Quantum leaped into an actual no. I'd want to grow up a little Husker fan, like Thomas Fedoni wearing all my Husker wear and trick-or-treating as a Husker person, Husker player.
For a minute there, I thought you said trigger treating, not trick or treating.
Trick or treating. Yeah.
That
But the greatest, okay?
You want to be the all-time best. Nebraska offensive line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Minnie,
that was going to be the Five Heart Theater, anyways.
I could have played.
What would you want? Okay, I know
this
isn't Greg. I know this isn't something that you believe in, but if, hypothetically, if you could come back as anything on the face of the earth, what would it be? And chat, what would you guys want to be?
I can just
And
see
if it's not a Husker thing, I'm very disappointed in you guys.
I want to come back as the no, that's too nose tackle. Starting nose
tackle.
Nebraska Cornhuskers.
That's beautiful, Greg. What a beautiful dream. So you're the nose tackle and I'm the center.
We're always, it is very much like this show. We're always on opposite sides in headbutting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Fred says on a very philosophical 5-heart podcast. So, sometimes we leave it to Chat GPT to take our transcript of the show and create the article for it. I don't think we have to do that this time. By the way, I think I wrote up a really great description of the show this week. That's completely just me patting myself on the back. But if you haven't checked it out yet, you should. But I think that ChatGPT would be very confused because we've talked about Thanksgiving and reincarnation. We're about to do a little drinking. And
the afterlife. Like Prince's song,
No.
You don't know that song?
Which song?
Where it starts off, the afterlife. I don't know.
No,
we're gonna go crazy.
I respect Prince as a musician. I'm just not a big Prince fan.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. As I said, I think this is. I've been in this house forever, but this is my first turkey before turkey in this house. And so, as I said last year, I don't have an actual tried and true shot glass, but I do have this. So this.
Oh, I do have a shot glass. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I didn't even think. I don't buy shot glasses, but I wanted to have sake earlier this year, so I bought a shot glass for that.
Oh, she's gone. She's gone. This is the same bottle of wild turkey American honey that I've had, well, one shot at a time for the last 10 or so years. Shared it a few times. So here we go. It seems like a pretty healthy shot there. And if I die, no, I'll take that back to the bar later. So we have a very special What's Greg drinking today because I've got a big old shot of wild turkey and it's back. I was so thirsty after work today. Not like thirsty, like, that's right. If he dies, he dies. Thanks, Fred. Not those internet thirst traps, but it's been a while since I've restocked the beer fridge. The only reason I have a fridge in the garage is for beer, and I hadn't had any 2 beers, and I drank one last week on the show, drank the other one watching the abysmal, horrible football game last Saturday night. So, yes, indeed, Aaron Rostovsky. A merry fuck Iowa to you. So, great to see our Minnesota friend Tony is here tonight. Many drinks straight out of the bottle. If it weren't her uncle's favorite type of whiskey, she might.
I might.
Fred bought a shooter of wild turkey just for this.
Oh,
appreciate that, Fred.
That's fancy.
And Minnie, I already poured.
Okay, how much do you pour, Greg?
I poured a lot. Like, I'm a little heavy-handed tonight, I think.
Okay.
This is going to be interesting.
I have an guys, look at how cute this is. It's an Arizona.
Is that plastic?
No, it's glass.
All right, just
it's a souvenir. I was at the grocery store.
Yeah, Detterhund. I get it. If we lose on a walk-off field goal, like, talk about Rome burning, man. Dana Williams is drinking tonight. Dana over on Facebook. Dana, I don't know why you hate YouTube so much. There's a joyous Corn Nation Holger Maniac community that wants to interact with you, not in a weird way, but on a more regular basis. So, Dana, join us on YouTube sometime, friend, please. Because you can only see the comments that we highlight.
Oh, my gosh. I can't smell it.
She's going to throw up. But there is as you know, Dana, because most of the comments we get are from YouTube. There's a tremendous community. And we would love for you to, well, we're happy that you're here. If you want to join us on YouTube and interact with the likes of Fred and Pitt and Rostovsky and Raju when he's around, and Husker Power and Derhoon and Blaine Cole, other Dave, just,
this is my chaser. Because I can't drink that stuff straight. I'm going to open this now. Yeah.
You know what? We had to go back to basics, Minnie.
Oh, well, look at you. Isn't that a pretty can?
I might get lit up tonight.
Oh, gosh. Okay, ready?
Nope.
Well, tell me when you're ready, because I've been holding this
over and
5 minutes
on YouTube sometime.
Okay.
All right. Here's to another year, another trip around the sun, another Thanksgiving with all of you. Appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me, making my year the best it could be this last 12 months. Y'all don't know how much you mean to me. Thank you. Beat Iowa, and cheers, Minnie.
Oh, I can't add to that. Cheers, Greg. Clink. Okay, ready? Oh gosh. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, God. Wow. Oh. Oh, my goodness gracious. I think I have never... I did a half a shot in Lincoln. Yeah. I haven't done a shot since I turned 21.
Well,
that was a while ago.
Not that long. Cheers.
Oh, that was very warm going down.
It's gonna be a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
So the topic has already been brought up. Dylan Raiola. Rumors, innuendo, and that's all it is. This will be an amazing show. Pitt gives us the protocol for why this happens now. He says, isn't it just protocol for collegiate sports agents to leak that one of their potential starter quarterback clients will enter the portal just before all of our NIL money goes to and the recruiting?
There he is.
You could say that, but Nebraska doesn't have a large class of 2026 coming in. I mean, we're not expecting to get, I guess from the portal side, yes, but I think, and by the way, I'm going to be, I'm contractually obligated to show this one from the other Dave, who gave us a super chat, says an Iowa win equals a successful season. A loss to Iowa equals continued mediocrity. Hate Iowa, and happy Thanksgiving to all. Thank you.
He is, guys, if you see the other Dave anywhere in chat, high five him, please, because he is one of the coolest Husker fans. You all are too, by the way. But he travels a lot and he has nothing but love, positivity. Every comment that he makes is good vibes out in the universe for the Huskers. I love that about him.
By the way, Fred says that Iowa fans think innuendos are suppositories in their endo. Blaine Cole says George Thorogood approves of this live stream. Thank you. So I came across this news today, just like all of us, right? And CBS had this. I'm actually going to share the graphic from CBS in their social media. And of course, I'll have to make adjustments because that's life. So I don't know how well you can see this quote or from this report, but it says Nebraska is again wondering about the future of its starting quarterback, Dylan Raiola. The Huskers held on to Raiola last offseason after his camp had informal conversations with other programs about potentially entering the transfer portal. There's a sense in Lincoln that this offseason may be different as Nebraska is bracing for Raiola to explore leaving, sources tell CBS Sports. Raiola has not played since November 1st after breaking his fibula. His younger brother, Dayton Raiola, decommitted from Nebraska's 2026 class last week, sending the rumor mill into action. So, first of all, yes, he broke his fibula, not a minor injury. So, I don't know. I'm going to attack this from a few different angles. One.
Do me a favor. Leave that comment up there while you're telling us, because okay. I need to, like...
I don't want you staring at Dylan. That's not helpful.
Okay.
That's why you wanted me to leave it up there, didn't you?
I always love it whenever there's pictures flashed on the, any show. And I'm like, oh, that's Dylan. There he is.
So a few issues is with a broken fibula. Let's face it, it's never going to be as strong as it was. So,
Greg, that's so not true.
Well,
they can actually make it stronger. I know for a fact. I told you guys, I hate to bring in this conversation, my mom's cancer. But the good thing is I've learned a lot about
I'm not laughing about your mom's cancer, by the way.
Okay, bones. Bones, you know what they can do? Because she has all these fractures in her back because it attacked all of her bones and 8 holes in them. They're putting cement in her bones to make them even stronger than they were before.
That's nuts.
Isn't that nuts? They can actually make your bones stronger than they were before.
I've got a buddy who's a dispatch for a concrete company. I just don't know how they're like in the big. Like, all right, let's pull it in the window in the OR. Beep, beep, beep. This is gonna be a wild show.
Back it up.
I love James' comment here. Fibula, Count Chocula's lying cousin. Okay, so maybe his fibula will be as strong as original parts. Maybe not. We don't know. But he's still in recovery, right? So I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to hit this from a few different angles. I'm not sure what schools are going to offer.
Okay, don't be disgusting. They're always offering him.
Okay. Well, then let's talk about this. He's getting paid money to play at Nebraska, correct?
He is getting paid NIL.
Sure.
Which is not technically money to play at Nebraska. No.
Money was exchanged for goods and or services, correct?
Yes.
I think my biggest issue with this, I just had this revelation today. And I think it's why NIL in the transfer portal pissed me off so much. You can't be in the NFL and just randomly decide to leave the team that you're at. I mean, you have to retire. Like there are steps you have to take. You can't just be saying, you know what, I don't like playing for the Packers. I'm going to go play for the trying to think of
anybody.
Anyway, I was trying to think of like a step up, but you just can't do that because you're under contract. And if we are paying these players to play football for, not whether it's Nebraska or Alabama or wherever, across the board, players getting paid, then I don't know. Like it seems to me like a breach of contract to just be like, gonna go Georgia or wherever.
I just honestly, the rumor mill started a week ago yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dayton decommitted. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was in the report that I read.
Yes. And then 1 week later, oh boy, he might not be staying at Nebraska. This is what people do. This is clickbait. I don't believe it. I might be wrong, but I just don't believe it. And here's what I said to one of my buddies on Saturday that I was watching half the game with because I was so mad I left in the other half. I said, no, I just needed privacy to finish watching that game. I needed to be in a dark room with nobody around. But and I love Dylan, I love him with my whole heart. If he does leave Nebraska, we still have TJ Lateef.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to leave.
By the way,
I think it means more to him to play for Nebraska than it does any player on the roster. I might be wrong, but I do think that. Why would a 5-star quarterback throw caution to the wind and just say, okay, yeah, I'm bought in at Nebraska, all in?
I don't know. But
because
I do
he has
like
the heart for it right here. It's his heart.
You have a very calming and measured response tonight. Now, if he actually leaves, I'm sure it'll be
all hell will break loose. Yes.
Husker Power says, question is if Adidas will continue his NIL if he transfers. That's half of what he's making. He would you would imagine either go to an Adidas school or lose the Adidas money. I mean, he's representing their brand, so like you can't. The Verizon guy, right? The Can You Hear Me Now guy, who suddenly disappeared for a few years and popped up on one of the other big cell phone carriers. Like, he's not getting paid by Verizon anymore. So,
I like that comment that I just highlighted by Mark Ryan. Go ahead. Do you think they can't afford both? No, I certainly think they can afford both. I wouldn't be surprised if both Dylan Raiola and TJ Lateef are on the roster next year. I wouldn't. I just think this is what we do whenever we just don't really want to talk about the Penn State loss, even though we knew we were going to lose, guys. We would have had a chance. We would have had a chance if Dylan Raiola was the quarterback.
That's a bit of a stretch.
No, it is not.
We would have been sacked a lot more if Dylan was the quarterback.
Really? The offensive line finally is getting it together. I don't think so, Greg. I don't.
TJ has mobility and was sacked 3 times.
Yeah, well, okay, now you're talking about what the keys are for Iowa.
Who are we playing?
Iowa.
By the way, I did the internet troll thing in my description. Again, if you haven't read it yet, I encourage you to do so. There's not a W in any of the times I spelled Iowa. I-O blank A. So.
No, because they don't deserve a W. Gosh, Greg. Everybody, let's give Greg his flowers. Come on.
It's going to be a wild night. Crazy thing, not though. So, can we afford both? Yes. But at the same time, we really have to start determining and we don't know the new dollar commitment that has been discussed as far as the part of Matt Rule mentioned during his presser after his extension. You're saying more financially committed. Do you keep paying Dylan Raiola $3 million a year? And I'm not. That's just the high
he'll get paid more. He'll get more. He's worth more. He's worth as much as we can afford to pay him.
No. I'll say this. He's worth as much as someone's willing to pay him.
Okay, so Bryce Underwood got $12 million. If he transfers, I think he gets all that money. Michigan's quarterback.
I know who you're talking about.
He hasn't done, I mean, against us, he looked fantastic, but that's because he has a great team. Dylan has had to suffer through a horrible team.
Back-to-back bowl seasons. Bryce has 2,100 yards, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Sorry, I was talking at the same time. Go ahead.
Happens a lot.
Greg, just go ahead and please tell us that again.
I would say Bryce Underwood's 2025 season stats are 2,166 yards, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 74.5 quarterback rating. I'm just doing a quick look at his rushing stats, as he does have some of those. Nothing crazy. I mean, nothing that's really blowing your hair back. He's averaging maybe 5 yards per carry and about 25 yards a game, give or take. So
okay. He won us a lot of games, is all I'm trying to say.
I want to talk about Dylan.
No, I am talking about Dylan. Okay. Dylan won us a lot of games.
Blaine wants to know that if Dylan leaves, will we still have Minnie?
Blaine, I was here before Dylan. Officially. This is my almost, what are we coming up on? 2-year? 3-year anniversary?
No, we're coming up on your 2nd anniversary next month.
Okay.
We just had your 100th episode.
I find all these reasons to celebrate. This is what I do. Whatever I can, whatever we can celebrate. Okay.
Let's see. Just scoping out the. Tony says if Dylan ends up in an Arizona school, you're going to get arrested for stalking.
No, I won't. I've not been arrested so far.
It's true. That's fair. Can't catch her.
I'm very elusive that way. I would have been a better Connor Stallions, that's for sure.
So what?
Just not get caught. You can break the rules, just don't get caught.
Let's see. Tony says, how did the Iowan break his arm, or Iowegian break his arm raking leaves? He fell out of the tree. Tony, I'm going to remember that one. Send it to my my Iowa fan friend.
I started highlighting Iowa hate comments like that. So let's
save them for the end.
Yeah, if you guys save that for the end. If you guys have any, go ahead and type them into the chat, and we'll save those.
James
have ourselves a good time at the end.
We don't need an excuse to drink, says James, and I agree. Let's see. Ernie says, I don't think Dylan suffered through a horrible team. If you have no offensive line, not due to his uncle, you toss quick throws. He's like 5 seconds in the pocket versus quick routes. Quick routes! Ah!
So, okay. This is interesting. And I'll tell you why, Ernie. It's because I do another show. I know you guys want to call me a traitor. I'm not a traitor. I still have my Husker helmet, all my Husker stuff. I redid it this evening. But I have all my Husker stuff out for my Michigan show. They know I'm a Husker fan first. But I do like Michigan, and don't ask me why, because we're not gonna go into that. But, um, as far as I'm concerned, put that comment back up, please, Greg.
Oh, I don't remember where it was. There.
Yeah. If we could protect our quarterback, that is everything. You have to understand when you have a freshman quarterback, we weren't able to protect him then. We're barely able to protect him. We were barely able to protect him this season, which is why he ended up with a broken fibula. And finally it started clicking. What, 6 games in? So I just feel like you have to give our offensive line another year, at least one more year.
But do we have to do it with Dom?
If you don't,
Sorry, not Dom.
here's what you risk, okay? And I reached out to somebody today who is so good at stats, and they helped me figure this out. If you don't keep Donovan Raiola, which is, by the way, offensive line is one of the most difficult positions to coach. If you don't keep him, do you risk having to start all over again? Because truthfully, we've only given him 3 years of recruiting guys. Okay?
We talked about that before, and I don't buy it.
That's true. Scott Frost only left us with 6 players. There's 5 needed on the offensive line.
That's plenty of opportunity to get in and get aggressive.
But here's the problem, Greg.
How have we developed Grant Bricks? Great example. Top offensive lineman in Iowa.
You will see. You can't just see that right now. You will see next year.
There are some schools that bring in offensive linemen who are just, I'll say, genetic freaks, superior human beings, whatever you say, who are ready to start year one.
That's because we're not Ohio State. We're not Alabama. We're not Georgia. There are and there's teams that have that. 20 years ago, we might have had that, okay? We do not have that now. We have to start with guys that are maybe not as highly recruited. Grant Bricks was, you're right. However, even he needs to be redshirted 1 year, play a little the next year, and then watch. His 3rd year, he will explode.
Well, let's hope, because we are to a critical.
How do you think he's a failure? I don't get this. James, how do you think that Donovan Raiola is a failure? Have you not seen the offensive line improve this season? I have.
No.
You haven't? Greg, did you just say no?
Yeah, I don't. We have. We improved by bringing guys in from the transfer portal. Like, we didn't improve
because we haven't. Oh, sorry. I want you to finish your thought.
The guys who were here from the beginning. We moved Justin Evans to center, and he's had a few bonehead plays, but he's done well. And Rocco Spindler, I would say, have been our best 2 guys. Latofsky has regressed, I think. And then our tackles have been a mix of moronic plays and injuries. And injuries, I guess you can't really control. But, false starts, other things like that. Like Elijah Pritchett, I talk about the off-the-field baggage. I don't really want to get into that. But on the field, there was, I think, high hopes, and I don't know if he's met those expectations.
Oh, God.
So you have 40% of an offensive line that's regularly proving themselves.
Okay. So whenever you get, mind you, linemen on both sides of the ball is the most sought after position in the transfer portal. Okay. Nebraska, it's no surprise, we've had to pay major bucks to get the guys that we have gotten out the transfer portal. We got 2 out of the for the offensive line. Both have been very needed at Nebraska because we weren't able to build a roster, Greg. You have to have time to develop offensive linemen, period.
Sure.
End of story. It is what makes the offense hum.
Pitt says lack of depth due to lack of developed underclassmen is a fair criticism of Uncle Donnie's work.
No. Lack. That's what I read. Lack of depth. Pitt, when you recruit, are you just recruiting, just grabbing guys everywhere you go? I mean, we know that Matt Rule actually had it in mind that we were going to have to stick with 105 players on our roster. So are you going to offer guys that you are not actually sure you're going to be able to offer a scholarship to? Are you going to offer them when you go to their high school? I mean, that's just not his style. It isn't. I think that you have to give Uncle Donnie, you guys want to call him Uncle Donnie, which Donovan Raiola and Dylan Raiola, yes, they are related, but the two are just they love Husker football. Same thing with Dayton. That's why it broke my heart when he decommitted because he wanted to be a Husker.
Not bad enough.
It wasn't his doing, Greg. Come on.
You think Matt Rule said, hey, you're not going to play? He didn't say it like that, but
Think about it. How does Matt Rule hire any type of firing that he's ever done?
With a hug and some tears.
No, he lets them say, okay, we're moving on to greener pastures. That's what he always does. He would never talk negatively about any player, ever, ever.
No, I don't think he went in and talked negative, and I certainly not at the podium.
Even saying he's not good enough to play here.
I didn't say not good enough.
He's not.
You're saying that.
I'm saying that. His rating is saying that. The fact that he was only a 3-star quarterback, that is saying that.
And his other offers were Appalachian State and Charlotte, right?
And one more, I think.
But no, I think it's fair. I don't think I was inaccurate in saying that, hey, there's no space in the quarterback room for Dayton. When you got TJ, Dylan, we'll do the most generous interpretation, MGI, and say that Dylan's going to be back next year. So you have Dylan, TJ, and then in 2027 you have Trey Taylor coming in. There's not a spot, and that's not counting all the Marco Davilas and Jalen Gramstead's, 45-year-old ass, and just everybody else. You don't have room for a Dayton Raiola.
And that's what I think happened. I really do. I just feel like, Matt Rule went down there to Buford, Georgia, and it was mainly to talk it through. Like, what would this look like if you were to seriously come to Nebraska? We have now had TJ Lateef start 2 games. He's doing pretty good. He's not going to be sitting on the bench. And, we need Dayton. It's only fair to Dayton to give him the opportunity to go and play somewhere else. It really is.
You know what? And in that regard, and for that reason, I wish Dayton nothing but the best. That is a parting under the best possible circumstances. So.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's exactly what Husker Chuck sums it up pretty good.
What does Husker Chuck say?
You tell me, Greg.
Are you having trouble reading?
No,
getting you?
That was okay. I'm not kidding. I literally have not done a shot since I was 21 years old.
All right, I'll read it. Husker Chuck says Dayton would likely never have started here. It was reasonable for him to go elsewhere once he saw what TJ can do. Yeah. And Rostovsky, by the way, is sitting on the bitter pill. TJ's been doing good. Meh.
No, that's not bitter. That's not bitter.
I think he's saying that TJ's been underperforming.
Okay, no. I think I take Rostovsky.
Aaron, I know you're in the chat.
I've got your back. I've got your back, buddy.
No.
What he's actually saying is TJ Lateef is no Dylan Raiola. That's what he's saying.
He says he's been a fine backup quarterback.
See? That is what he's saying. I agree 100%. Given another year of starting, and do you want to go through those woes? I don't think so. We have Dylan Raiola.
Well, I mean, right now we don't. Because he's injured.
Okay. What if he came back for the bowl game?
I don't think that would ever happen. Didn't they say it was like a 12-week recovery?
Like 8 weeks.
He's no John Cena. That's all I know.
But like I said, they have all these different. Maybe he went to the special surgeon in New York that was able to
put that cement in my bones.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome? I would love to see him back.
I thought he had a titanium rod or something in there.
Well, I think it was TSD who actually is a medical professional, and he said normally what you would do in this situation is you would thumbtack it or something. I don't even know.
Pitt referencing Forrest Gump says, he says magic legs, but we all know that Mama says they's magic legs. Mama says they take me anyway. I do like the adamantium reference. Vibranium would have been a good one. So, all right. Do we want to talk about Saturday's game?
Friday.
No, this past Saturday.
Okay. Oh.
We don't have to.
Okay. I think we need to. Okay, let's not dedicate more than 5 minutes to it. Fair?
All right. I've got a count and ready, set, go.
Okay. As John Butler said, we got our asses kicked.
That's true. That is 100% what happened. We did not look like a competent football team. And it starts with the head coach.
Yeah, and he took the blame for it. So
take the points next time, damn it. Take the points. I don't care about taking the blame. Take the points when they're right there. Go up 3-0 on the road in the early minutes of the game. Instead, you give up the ball at the 2-yard line, and Penn State marches down 98 damn yards for a touchdown. I was pissed off. I'm still pissed off. Thanks, Tony. Thank you for bringing me back down.
Yeah. No, I agree, Greg. I penciled this game in as a loss from the get-go. You know that. You reminded me of it last Thursday. And I had to go back and say and remind myself of the reason that I said, "Oh no, this is a definite L."
last week I talked you into or you talked yourself into a Nebraska win. I remember
Okay,
that.
but I drink Kool-Aid, okay, throughout the week. Don't listen to me. If I change my mind throughout the week, just maybe don't listen. I wanna say the reason I thought that is because they had better players, just on paper, okay? You know,
Yeah, they had Jimmys and Joes and we didn't.
shoot, I'm tearing everything up for this. When I look at all this crap, this preseason crap, they just have better players, okay? Never mind all the other crap that happened for them. Their head coach being fired, their quarterback getting injured, like all of that stuff played a role as well. But then out of the flames came this Terry Smith, right? For them. Terry Smith. They made flyers for the players to hold up, hired Terry Smith.
Yeah.
That's how much it meant to them.
And you could look, the production crew did a good job. The cameras kept, they had a camera on him all the time in the closing minutes. And I don't know Terry Smith. I know that, they talked, about how Matt Rule gave him his first. He said this, I think, too, in his pregame press conference. Matt Rule gave him his first, his opened the door for him in college football when he hired him as an assistant at Temple, and then he got picked up at Penn State like the next year or something like that. I don't know Terry Smith, but I respect the man.
Okay, so Terry Smith on national television, well, national television in my mind, it's for the Big Ten always puts together all the head coaches press conferences for whenever they address the media, and he was asked a question just like Archie Wilson. Archie Wilson has become like he's a spirit animal for some people, right? Because he cried, doesn't have his family. I love Archie. Didn't have his family there for his birthday. So when a tough guy, right? A guy who's supposed to be tough breaks down and says, "Yeah, I've never been carried off the field. Here's what Penn State, being the interim head coach at Penn State means to me." And he just goes on this thing about how it changed his life from being a little kid from the wrong side of the tracks. Like his dad got a degree from Penn State.
Yeah.
And he's saying the same things to his players. That draws out of them this other like something like it's liquid courage, It's like this. It's like this, but it doesn't make you loopy. It's like you feel like you can run through a wall for that person. That's what he did.
And I'll say this: I'm not a believer that Nebraska has to have a head coach who has Nebraska ties or played for Nebraska. We obviously saw how well that went last time around, but the Terry Smith story is fantastic. I don't like Penn State, but I like Terry Smith. So good luck to him wherever he lands. He's going to be coaching somewhere. So
even you like Terry Smith. Why? Why do you like Terry Smith?
Can I just blindly respect a guy?
For what?
It seemed like he had a good story, had good preparation, and wasn't afraid to be emotional on the sideline.
So you respect that. But what if, okay, this is what interim head coaches do. They tug at your heartstrings. We know this firsthand. What did Mickey Josephs do? He tugged at heartstrings so much that we freaking beat Iowa in 2022. That's the motivation that gets, it's an anomaly. You can't do it again. But that's what we need.
Yeah, it's it's not can't be replicated. That type of stuff is you can very easily sniff out if it's BS and not sincere.
Oh, it's sincere.
So, that's what I'm saying.
It is totally sincere, yeah. Okay, I think we spent 5 minutes on it.
We spent a lot of time talking about Terry Smith. That's all I know. But that we there's not much else to say. I mean, you mentioned Archie Wilson. He had a better game, except he did tackle a guy who was already out of bounds. That cost us another 15 yards. So that's just, youthful excitement or something similar. So
yeah.
There we go.
This is number 2. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
I got more in the bag. I'm just saying. All right. Minnie, what can you tell us? Because you've been scouring the college football internets this week.
Well, I was on an Iowa show yesterday.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, they tried to trip me up and make me feel like I'm lesser than them. Don't worry. I held my own. I don't know if anyone got to see it or not, but I took it to them. And you know what? I listened to what they said after about me, and they said, it's just really hard to be mean to her. I'm glad.
They should put up with you every week. It gets easier.
Greg, no. No, I was on an Iowa show to give a preview of the game.
She says, or Fred says, now she's on an Iowa show? I don't know who you even are anymore. So this season, of course, you've done 2 Nebraska shows. You've done the 5 Heart Podcast, Monday Night Therapy. You have Ladies of College Football every Sunday night.
It is so fun. And Husker Chuck and Pitt always show up. They are fantastic. I love them.
Don't get me started on those 2.
And sometimes Fred. But you know what they do with Fred? Because they're not used to him. We have a lot of mods on that channel. They block him.
I'm not surprised.
I'm like, that's my co-host.
You're doing a weekly Michigan show for reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you've done guest shots on Michigan State and now Iowa.
And Michigan.
Well, I said Michigan.
Yeah. No, and I don't know. Maybe a couple others.
All you got to do is do a guest shot on a Minnesota show sometime and make Tony's day.
Tony. But I get
Tony watches us more than he watches any of the Minnesota shows. And I don't blame him.
Does he?
Because even though we lost to them, if I had to be a Minnesota fan, I'd probably put my head through it.
Okay, so today I was watching Husker Online because I became friends with those guys at, well, you know what I'm going to say. Big Ten Media Days. Okay, I became friends with those guys, but especially the guy that I like the most is Steve Sipple. He is such a nice guy. He went out of his way, because it was my first time there. He went out of his way to make sure that everything, I understood everything, went, to the right places, et cetera, et cetera. But I was listening to them today, and I forgot where I was going. Shit. This is what whiskey does. Fuck. What was I saying?
I have no idea. I was reading the comments, so I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, Greg. This doesn't help.
All right. Before we get to Iowa, I brought it up at the end of the show on Saturday. Friday. No, shit. Monday. I mentioned it at the very last minutes on Monday Night Therapy with yourself and the internet darling that he is, Fred Sacco.
He's so
I said,
great.
what's up with Nebraska
love
not
Greg.
knowing how to play football in November?
Yeah, you were a jerk. You were being a jerk. You were being like a troll.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of this.
What? We sucked? That's the bottom of it.
Why are we so bad in November? Is it conditioning? We are at present with one game left in November of 2025. We are 1-16 since 2021 in November.
Okay, Greg. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that Matt Rule cares about the last decade?
No.
No, he cares about what
about
his personal record is. So let's go ahead and just bring that. Like, can you crop it to 2023?
No.
Well, okay. You can't do that. But the fact that he has incremental improvement shows that he's on target. Okay?
And I need to correct this. Actually, I said 1-16. We are 2-17 presently, because this cuts off at 2024. So
yeah. So that 2022 win.
2-19.
Let's talk about that 2022 win. That 2022 win was very much like what Penn State just pulled together. You pull together a win because of an interim head coach. It doesn't happen for any other reason. It's not like you're a better team suddenly, but you pull something out of you that makes you want to be a better team.
Beetle B admits that sometimes he's a troll and Huskers are hard to like. Beetle B, are you not a Husker? I thought you've been a Husker fan all this time. Are you just here because you like us, or what's going on?
Yeah.
Pitt, start using the right there, or I'm going to smack the shit out of you. There, and there. Use the right one. Let's clean up our comment section a little bit, spelling and grammatically, please.
I can't even. No, I'd be with you, Beetle B. Hopefully you've had some whiskey like me, and that's the reason you're making the mistakes.
Hard to like, but easy to love, like one of our hosts. Thank you, Blaine. Appreciate
that. Hard to like, but easy to love. Blaine.
No, don't get. You know he's talking about me.
Greg, you're just like, okay, you know what you are? You're just like the statue at the beginning of the museum. Like, okay, this is going to be an okay place. It's a museum. This is what you expect.
I'm a statue at the beginning of the museum.
It's just that. It's okay. You're accepted. That's all I'm trying to say. You're accepted. Don't be a statue. And Sacco says he was talking about him anyways.
We'll never know. It's an okay place by Monero. Well, Fred says that Dylan's a statue in the museum behind our offensive line. It's the Statue of Liberty without the liberty.
Okay, here's the only good thing.
Oh, shit.
Going back to the Iowa game, I know we keep getting off topic. I have no idea how. But having TJ Lateef be a mobile quarterback, I can't wait to see what Dana Holgorsen has in store for TJ Lateef to do on Saturday. Did we decide it's Saturday?
What?
The game Saturday?
No, the game's Friday.
That's what I thought. Why did you say Saturday?
Because I was talking about the Penn State game, which was on a Saturday.
Oh, okay. So Friday. So many, even Dana Holgerson got it confused. Like, so many people keep getting it confused because we're playing on Friday. Okay, so Friday.
Remember, you said last week that you hate it. You're like, it's a short week. Oh, we're gonna
11, right?
11 o'clock Central, God's favorite time zone.
Friday at 11, and I don't need more whiskey. This is why I can't do shots. Hopefully, I'm not up all night holding my hair back because of this. Jeez. I'm telling you guys.
I'm half tempted to do another shot. This is fun.
No, this is not. This is not what I don't like this. Greg.
I like it when Greg has a good time.
You can have a good time. I need to stay sober.
Fine. Is it going to be 9 o'clock Arizona time? It should be 10 o'clock Arizona time, right?
10, yeah.
Yeah.
10 a.m. I'll be up.
Well, I hope so. It's kickoff. Who sleeps through Nebraska football?
I try not to. Okay.
No, you don't participate in the green, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
The what?
The green?
What's that?
Well, Husker Chuck says Minnie can skip the next shot, hand her the bong.
What's that?
Do you know what a bong is?
Oh, yes, I do. No, I don't. No, I tried it once. Guys, you saw me. I filled this shot glass up to here. I showed you. This and I ate today. I had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay? This shot did this. It's not yeah. It doesn't work out well.
Well, all right, Iowa game.
Okay. Okay, here's the thing about Iowa. Okay. They just played Michigan State. Guess what their score was? 20-17. They won by a freaking field goal. They won by a miracle at the end. So and we know how they win. This is Iowa's, like, if okay. In my 70s, I might start writing books. Okay. This is how I envision it. Because I write in my journal every night, and I write notes about every show, every game I watch, like everything. So I may say, okay, here's how Iowa wins. They don't stop playing till the very, very end. Very end. And that's exactly how they beat Michigan State. Because Michigan State was a better team than them.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They were up by 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. And Iowa somehow just kept at it, kept at it, kept at it. That's what they do. This is what they do. They never let off the gas. It's just slow and steady. And this is how they win games. But now we know. We know what they do. So even if we're ahead, we're never going to let off the gas.
Doesn't that, well, first of all, we will. Because
no, because Matt Rule said this week we're not going to do that.
Okay, I want to know what Matt Rule's not letting off the gas looks like. Because if it doesn't look like 70-0, then what are we doing? You know, like we let off the gas against Houston Christian. Obviously, it's Houston Christian, and it allowed opportunity for other younger guys to get in. But we have never. I'd have to go back and check because I have a bad memory too. But we've not played a Big Ten game this year where we even had the option of letting off the gas.
Yeah,
I came into this season so hopeful. So hopeful. And look, I know the gimmick every Thursday night before the start of the season is, oh yeah, Greg's going to pick Nebraska to win every game. You're damn right I will. And I'll never not pick Nebraska. But I came into the system with much higher expectations than what this season has in it. And look, we're still 7-5 or 7-4. 7-4 right now. We still have the ability to be a 9-win team. We just have to get out of our own way. You know, I know Rostovsky said and others, you know, I think it was the most common defense, I guess, against the Penn State loss is that James Franklin had 10 or 11 years to build that program up. And Terry Smith was, you know, coaching a well-developed team.
This reminds me of what I was talking about before I lost my train of thought.
But now I'm my train of thought.
But it's the alcohol. I'm sorry. Greg, you know I'm going to lose it.
Go ahead, please.
Let me. Okay, so here's the thing. I was texting my buddy who's really great at statistics. I said, I am so sick of hearing Nebraska fans say our offensive line coach needs to be fired. Can you please put together some statistics that show how longevity equates to offensive line being good, basically? And then he sends me some other stat that is whatever. And I'm like, oh, I kind of get what you're saying. This is very interesting. And I thought that you were showing me that a longer chunk of time for stats for a coach's win is basically like, okay, you're going to, what did he say? Woody Hayes was the most winningest coach in the Big Ten, and it took Coach Kirk Ferentz 65 more games to pass him. So of course, whenever you put the longevity in there, the time factor, you have to account for that.
Okay.
I started saying this. Greg, help me out. Certainly I was saying something.
I don't know how it equated to the offensive line.
Oh, offensive line. Meaning you gotta let our offensive line coach actually coach and develop guys.
But if it's not effective, how far do we keep going in the wrong direction before we turn around and start going in the right direction? I guess that's my question.
How is it the wrong direction?
Because we haven't seen any development.
Yes, you have, Greg. Come on. You even started off by saying Justin Evans Jenkins is our center. How do you think he came about? How do you think that happened?
Lack of a better option.
No, he's been fantastic. There's been no problems with him.
He has been stable. He was probably better as a guard, but he's been a serviceable center. And then we've had Rocco Spindler, who was transferred into Nebraska as a ready to go, plug and play guard on the right side. And then we've had injuries and ineffective tackle play.
Yeah. Well,
I know you don't want to hear it. I'm sorry that I have to be the one to break it to you.
We'll see. We'll see on Friday.
Okay. I can accept the fact that, anyway, what I was saying, and this is where Rostovsky's going to be happy because I was agreeing with him and putting him up on the pedestal. Not like that. That's weird. There was a talent disparity last Saturday night. Penn State had more Jimmies and Joes. and we didn't have the players, and we didn't have the scheme to stop them. On paper, Nebraska, even with, and I don't see this disparagingly about TJ Lateef, but even with TJ Lateef as a starting quarterback, on paper, Nebraska has a better, a more talented roster than Iowa. Can we, can the coaching staff get out of its way? Can they take the restrictor plates off of TJ Lateef and let him be that dual threat quarterback that got him to the show that we saw against UCLA? Because we're going to have a mobile quarterback against Iowa's defense. Can we do those things? Can we put the players in the best position for success?
No. Carefully word that. Carefully. Because best position for success, if everybody else does their job, okay? We do not want TJ Lateef injured, period. Are we playing safe? Probably. Are we playing so that TJ doesn't get injured? Probably. But it is Iowa, and we want this win more than anything. So I think you take off those restrictions, and you let him do what we know he can do. And hopefully, this is where Husker Chuck's prayer comes in. Dear Lord, please let us beat Iowa. Hopefully we win.
Is that the end of the show? And good night. No, because we have comments.
Okay.
Let's see. At 9:20, this was about the time you did the shot, so 20 minutes ago. Fred says, that was very warm going down. Quote, Mini Hunt.
It was.
Fred also says, does Minnie have a Land Rover mug? Do you?
I do. And I'll tell you why. Don't buy a Land Rover. They may look cool, but they're horrible vehicles to own. Now I have a Tesla, and I will never, ever, ever own a vehicle other than a Tesla again.
Does that include a Cybertruck?
Well, yeah, because the technology of self-driving, I honestly believe every single vehicle is going to go to self-driving. You know how, like, you're not in the age bracket that I am, but Fred will know, and some people in chat will know. When you started pulling up to gas stations and they went from regular to unleaded, and that was the only option.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be an option where when you go to buy a car, you can either buy a self-driving car or not. And I think the more popular version is going to be self-driving because they're going to make it worth your while.
Steven wants a flying car. Tony says you better not be driving tonight.
I'm not.
Husker Chuck says this is true.
But if I was, it could get me from point A to point B without me ever even touching the steering wheel. It's amazing.
Let's see. Husker Chuck says self-driving will happen. A friend took a taxi with no driver in China. That sounds terrifying. I agree. I'm concerned about this, Mr. Borman. Skynet is taking over. And also, Fred says, don't pull me into your madness, Minnie.
You already are. Welcome.
This is where her head starts spinning around like The Exorcist. Let's see. Dana says Coach looked really uncomfortable during his presser when asked about Dylan's potential departure. I saw the clip from, I think, Hale Varsity. He was doing a lot of fidgeting and a lot of I think he knows something.
Who? Which coach?
Rule.
Knows. What do you mean?
Dylan's leaving.
Give me a break. Okay, you guys. He even addressed that. He said, "I have not," and
What do you mean?
I personally, besides, okay, I have I have 3 things that well, 4. 4 things I'm most interested in. The Huskers, interior design, my family, and psychology. Okay? 4. So,
You initially
in
counted 3, right? Or you stated 3, and then you rattled off 4.
I changed it to 4 because I wanted to make sure I had included my kids in there.
I
Okay?
knew that the family was going to be the one not in your original list. Ah,
Yeah.
shameful.
I know, I'm bad. Okay, so 4 things. Okay, so you know me. 4 things. But psychology, oh, I love watching people and, like, observing and seeing kind of what makes people tick. Oh, I love it. He never gave in any kind of indication physically that he wasn't telling the truth about Dylan Raiola, okay? When he was asked about it point blank in a press conference, usually if somebody is trying to hide the truth, they will touch some part of their body, maybe their arm, maybe their nose, or they might blink a lot. He did none of those things,
He
as
didn't
well
touch
as
himself anywhere.
no.
Probably good, at least on camera.
Yeah, well, that's an immediate response. And his verbal answer, Greg, stop. His verbal answer was, I haven't seen no, no, first thing out of his mouth. No, and I haven't seen any reports of that come across my desk. There you go.
Well, Fred also has a major in amateur psychology and says, "Oh my God, Minnie." He looked away. He smiled and laughed through it. Textbook lying and uncomfortable.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Fred. All right.
So, all right. Let's see. Covered that one. That's for later. Dana Williams over on Facebook, by the way, Dana, YouTube, brother, says, "We need another Trey Palmer.
Amen.
We need a
Yes.
quarterback like him,
Stop.
too. We need an offensive line who can protect the quarterback long enough to
You
allow
know,
those.
here's the difference. When you watch other teams and their wide receivers go up for a 50-50 ball that consistently get that ball, you know that's a highly touted wide receiver. Usually, they play for Ohio State or somebody like that.
That's what I said, James. That's what I said.
James, you guys are so used to Husker football. I'm telling you what we actually really do need. We need better players. We need developed players.
And especially at the offensive line position, we need developed players, especially if they've been in the system for 3 or 4 years and they haven't advanced. They haven't improved. They're still sitting 3 down on the depth chart. Why is that? Because we have an offensive line coach who sucks.
Stop. He does not.
He kind of does.
No! I'm telling you.
So y'all don't know that, we do this show live, of course, and Minnie's very defensive of the Raiola family, and I'm not. That's not right or wrong. It's not for me to judge. But after the show, it's like the beginning of Roger Rabbit when they're making the Roger Rabbit cartoon, and there's the little cute animated baby who's like goo goo gaga shit, and then when they go cut, it's like a Danny DeVito voice. Get out of here. That's what she doesn't have that voice. She's like, God, I'm so tired of defending the Raiola family. I'm sick of it. After every show, she's like that.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to show you. Wait. That part. It's the What do you say? It's the most important and difficult position to coach.
Okay. But who's that conversation with? Who are you talking
From my friend who only this is his entire life is running statistics. So can we just take a breath and let him develop the players? Please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. All right. Let's see. James Boardman talking about Iowa. They bored the other team to sleep.
I am not.
Her and her burner. James says they bore the other team. That's how Iowa's successful. Rostovsky says, Dear Journal, Dylan was looking super dreamy today. That's your Dear Diary entry for tonight?
My journal.
Not diary, you call it a journal?
I hope he's doing okay. We'll see him on the sidelines on Friday.
That will be the first home game since USC. Fred said 10:09 when Dylan leaves, he'll get envelopes filled with shreds of all of Minnie's notes. Well played, Fred. I thought she'd react more to that. I'm sorry.
He's Mike not leaving. He is not leaving.
What are you talking about?
Dylan.
To this comment specifically?
No, the other one.
I'm just looking at this one, which is also about Dylan leaving. Mike wants to know, how are we going to recruit after DR leaves? We got that Trey Taylor, buddy. We're good. Number 1 peer recruiter of all time for Nebraska. And he actually went out today, I saw on social media, and said that he's not he's a bit loyal to Carmel Catholic up there in Meinrad. No, not Meinrad. I should know this. Anyway, up there in the northern part of Illinois. Somebody asked why he hasn't gone to IMG Academy or one of these other like mega power college, football prep schools. He says, I'm loyal. He's like, what this school and this coach have taught me are go far beyond the football field. He said, the only school I'm going to after this is Nebraska. So shout out to Trey Taylor. Good. He's a good one.
That heart. Ooh, I love that heart. Why is my computer not doing it?
I don't know.
There we
go. Haas is in the chat saying Dylan will have a condo in South Beach by January 13th. That's not helping. We're not allowed to talk about how Uncle Donnie's had 4 years to develop.
3.
It's not been enough time.
It's barely been. Okay. I was watching Connor Hayden earlier, and he's like, oh, we've had recruits. We've gotten recruits. Connor Hayden, he lives here.
Who?
Stop.
Is he on Coordination?
He's been here a lot.
Never.
Anyways, he's like, well, because I hadn't watched all of his shows since the last time I saw him, which was Saturday. So I was watching his shows, and somebody commented and said, oh, we're not getting recruits. And he's like, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. No, actually, we're not. We have not been able to get the recruits that Nebraska needs to be successful since until Dylan Raiola became a Husker.
Okay, but
that's when things started to really just open up for us.
But that was 2 years ago.
Okay, we were in dire straits.
We had 3 head coaches who didn't know how to recruit. Some of them said you can't get kids to come to Lincoln. Some of them didn't call players back, and then there was Mike Riley, who said, you should be my neighbor, and everybody said no.
I want to know if Haas did any of this that I did.
Haas did not partake in Turkey Before Turkey.
Why?
Because he wasn't here with us.
Did anyone else raise your hand if he did? You're my people. You're my people, Greg. That's as weird as this may sound. You're my people.
I mean, it was my idea. I kind of had to. By the way, I love that comment about where your vacation is from Husker Chuck. Minnie's next vacation, a river in Egypt. Denial. Let's see. By the way, you know what? We're not going to embarrass him. We're not going to send him the link to come here. Today is Haas's birthday.
No!
And I just wanted to tip the cap to you, sir, and wish you a happy birthday and all the best to you and your family. And hope that
is that his hat?
Happy Thanksgiving. Huh?
Was that his hat?
No, this is my hat. I bought this hat.
Didn't he buy you a hat?
Yeah, it's right here. I have 3 Husker hats sitting here, just depending on my mood. So,
Greg, who bought your hats for you?
Well, this, I don't know. Haas didn't technically buy this one for me. He says, "Hey, I got this. It's not really my style. Do you want it?" Okay. As I bought this hat myself. Thank you. And this was a gift from you. So,
from moi?
The happy birthday package.
No, it was not birthday. That's okay.
I think it was.
I remember things you don't.
You've been drinking.
No, I seriously remember. I sent it to you as a Father's Day gift because you're a dad.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, somebody has to pee.
All right. Do you need to go? Come back and do predictions?
No, it's Fred. It's not me.
Oh. I've had 3 glasses of wine, 2 beers, a wild turkey, and a partridge in a pear tree. It's almost done. Hold the gifts. All I want for my birthday is a win against Iowa. Same.
Boss, I have a question for you because I assume you just got here because you were putting Lane to bed. Okay. I also know you don't believe there's like another life after this, but just hypothetically speaking, okay? Everybody else has played along. If you could come back as anyone, who would you come back as? And the wrong answers are anything other than a Husker player, okay? Or
Minnie wants to be reincarnated as the best Nebraska offensive lineman ever. And I said nose tackle because I've got the body.
If you haven't answered this question yet, you could please put it in chat. Anybody.
You can have a field day with this summary, just so you know. Let's see. Rostovsky says, "All right, dorks, I'm off to see Running Man. Fuck Iowa." David Matney says, "The thumbnail for the show is top notch."
What's Running Man?
Running Man is the new movie starring Glenn Powell. The remake of the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, and it's based on a Stephen King novel.
Oh, nice.
What do y'all think? Do y'all like this turkey before turkey image? Yep. I like it. ChatGPT created it. I'm not that good. I just put in the prompt. What do you think? Some people don't like ChatGPT for artistic purposes. And this might be, if you look at the screen, somebody caught this in the comments very early on. It looks like we have 8 players and Iowa has 13. That might be how they win, by cheating, because they're horrible people. All right. The loudest mouse clicking in the world. Haas would like to be reincarnated as an all Big Ten center.
I think Haas and I are secretly like soul BFFs. I have a feeling because that was my dream too.
You could be reincarnated at different times. You know,
he takes over after I
leave center, and then like 10 years after that, you could be the greatest offensive lineman in Husker history.
Yeah. He takes over for me after I leave.
Okay. Thank you, Haas, for participating in our silliness. Vince wants to know if you had Everclear Mini.
No. I just don't drink like this. I don't. Ever.
Let's see. Katie says, hold on, Minnie. I was putting Lane to bed, giving Ryan the ultimate birthday gift of being able to be on the couch and do whatever he wants.
I want to. Can I have Katie? Can I borrow her? She sounds wonderful.
For your birthday? So that you can.
And she's a redhead, gorgeous girl. Yes, I will take a Katie, please.
Chat, I'm going to invite you not to go too crazy on that, okay? Just rein it in. Just rein it in. That's all right. Tony says, Minnie, what are your observations of Luke Fickell's ability to coach in the Big Ten? Getting it back on track here.
He's not very good.
He's not.
He actually beat freaking Brett Bielema, which is saying a whole heck of a lot. Oh my gosh. But I call that a trap game. That's what I call a trap game, because nobody expects Wisconsin to do anything this season. It's already been the joke, the punchline. And Brett Bielema is like a tough, I'm a Big Ten guy. All I care about is running the ball and defense, right? No. We're going to beat the pants off of you. That's what Luke Fickell said. Not so fast. So it was a fun game to watch.
I didn't watch it. Who's got that kind of time? Yeah. Well, Pinnerose on your nose. Pitt says Dayton could end up at Illinois or Indiana. Probably not Indiana. Honestly, probably not Illinois. 3-star quarterback. Although I wouldn't be surprised if his rating actually improved. His ranking rather improved a little bit now that he decommitted from Nebraska. There seems to be no. There seems to be a bias. That's all I'm saying. David, don't ask that question. We are not in the mood. Just any answer that's not Lincoln, Nebraska is the wrong answer. Okay.
Don't you love how he's like coaxing the chat to go along with him? He's like, look at this. I'm asking this question only to chat because I know it's not going to be read out loud or even talked about.
And then you highlight it and bring it.
Yeah, because I'm pissed that he would even do that.
Living in Omaha, David Matty, the official realtor of the 5 Heart Podcast. We're stepping on dangerous territory, my friend. But we've seen Oregon, Texas Tech, and Miami in the comments, so what the hell do we know? Wherever the grass is as green as the money, friend. Yeah. All right. I have more start comments. Now we're going to get into the Let's Talk Shit About Iowa segment. And that'll be a great time to put your predictions for the score into the chat. Dana Williams at 902 says, beat them godless bastards from Iowa. Dana, God bless you. I appreciate the fact that you agree that everyone in Iowa is a heathen. Now, maybe not everyone in Iowa. Everyone who is a Hawkeye and or Hawkeye supporter is a heathen.
They're horrible people. I'm telling you. Horrible.
Tony with a fun joke here. What will Nebraska and Minnesota have in common in the future? Both will have toll roads into Iowa. I think that's a joke. I hope it's not a funny joke, Tony. But I don't know. Nobody should have to pay to go into Iowa. There should be a portal at the border where you can be like, whoop, and get from Iowa to wherever bypass Iowa altogether. James Borman says, I was driving through Iowa when I saw a farmer fucking a sheep. I yelled, in Nebraska, we shear our sheep. He looked me dead in the eye and said, find your own. I don't shear with anyone.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, Greg, I have hiccups. That is a bad sign.
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
I'm gonna go get some water.
Okay. I'm going to sit here and have some fun. David Matty says, what is worse is seeing Iowa decor in homes in Omaha. It should be banned. There should be a state law. I know this is like bordering on trampling on free speech, but there should be a pride that says, I'm not going to post any Iowa decor inside the state of Nebraska. It just seems wrong. Matty, I am not even going to dignify that last comment of yours by putting it on the screen. You should honestly try to delete that before Minnie comes back, unless you want to end up on the list. Not that list. The list you don't want to be on. Let's see here. MPE says Dylan has to go to an Adidas school. I mean, he does, or he can. Look, in 2025, if you can back out of the college that you've been playing at for 2 years, you can probably back out of whatever NIL deal you've got and go get Nike money, I'd imagine. So, all right, Mr. Matney, as far as see who is right, as far as where Dylan lands, your responsibility, because you asked the question, that you have to write them all down where everybody says he's going to land. I'm going to be nice guy Greg and say Nebraska. Let's see if I'm right. I may be wrong. That's fine. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll find out. Da-da-da. Oh, I'm going to say that. I don't think she saw that one. Robert Laurinat says 26 degrees at kickoff. Sheepskin warmer sounds good. Let's see. That's a horrible Husker Chuck. I can't believe you even said that. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for you. But we're going to mark that one down. Sack says, Sacco, sorry, Fred, told an Iowa fan he'd need a thesaurus to debate me. He said, ooh, I love dinosaurs. Yep, that's when I am supposed to.
He always uses, I've heard that joke 3 times now.
That's fine.
Okay.
So we've had some fun in the comments. We're just getting caught up with the comments.
Okay.
I'm starring some scores and doing quick Gregoling.
Do I need to write them down? Do you need?
Are you going to go back and watch it on Thanksgiving of all days?
No. Okay, I'm writing down. Go for it.
Fred says Minnie heard that joke 3 times and she stepped on it each time. Tony says Minnesota 99, Wisconsin nothing. That's not the game we're talking about, Tony. But for your benefit, we hate Wisconsin too. Probably. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is good, James. James Boardman says Jesus was not born in Nebraska because there aren't any wise men to the east. That's a Bible joke. I can tell that one. I can tell that one to my family tomorrow. Thanks, James.
Really? You think you're going to hear any more laughter than you just did with that joke?
Yeah, my dad will laugh. He gets it. David, you can't delete it and then draw attention to it. Shameful.
What?
You're going to get me in trouble. Matney says, Minnie, Greg said to delete my comment about Dylan going to Iowa, so I did.
Oh, gosh.
I was like, Dave, you can't say that. You got to delete that before she gets back.
I'm not going to Iowa. Come on.
Oh, mercy. All right, last call for score predictions for Friday's game, Black Friday, Nebraska and Iowa, 11 o'clock kickoff from Lincoln's Memorial Stadium. Let's see. All right. Well, I'm going to start ripping through some of these mini.
Okay.
And
I'm ready.
Okay.
Sort of.
Haas says Nebraska 17, Iowa 12. And that is the same score he gave on Sunday, so no changes from that. It will look like a Service Academy football, and the ghost of Woody Hayes will rejoice. Look at you trying to rehydrate, cheater. James Boardman says, Cornhuskers 13-10, last second field goal win, F them bastards.
He's just going with what he knows. What he's seen.
Fred says, Minnie, serious bet. If we win on Friday, I'll wear an Iowa shirt on Monday. If we lose, you wear Iowa garb. No, because then you should have to buy Iowa garb. Iowa color.
Oh, I'll buy it. That's fine with me.
Don't throw your money away.
Huh?
Don't throw your money away.
I got it. No, I'll take that bet. Fred Sacco.
All right. Neither of you are sober, so I don't know who's going to remember this one.
All I know is if we lose, I have to almost shave my head.
No, you have to wear.
Will Compton did.
No, you're not Will Compton. I'm not telling you how to live your life.
I have to wear something Iowa-ish. Oh, disgusting. Okay.
Let's see. Wow, actually, I'm surprised by that. All right. Pitt says 24-23 Huskers.
Oh, he's the first win for Huskers.
Haas said a win.
Haas said Iowa.
Haas said 17-12 Nebraska.
No, I wrote down Iowa.
It's 17-12 Nebraska. Trust me.
Okay.
I wouldn't lie to you.
Okay. I changed it.
Husker Chuck says, I so hope I'm wrong. But 17-14 Iowa. You shit ass. Anybody, by the way, tonight, anybody who says predicts Iowa winning, I'm calling a shit ass. Keeping John's memory alive. All right. Tony says Iowa 28, Nebraska 13. Tony is also a shit ass.
Okay.
And then you don't have to write this one down, but Tony also says Minnesota 99, Wisconsin 0. Maybe a little bit of Kool-Aid in that one, Tony. Steven says 14-17 Nebraska loses on a walk-off field goal. So Steven is also a shit ass. Oh, this is going to be fun. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Waking up the echoes of past Husker wins over Iowa, we still find a way to fuck it up and lose 16-13 to Iowa. We improve our losing score. Hooray. Fred, you shit ass. This is not a score prediction, but Vince says that January 2nd, 2026 may be Minnie's new Black Friday. I think that's the day the transfer portal opens. Robert Laurinat says Iowa goes over on field goals. Huskers take it 24-14 with no turnovers. I like it.
Wait, what?
Nebraska 24-14. Robert, you need to come around here more often.
Okay.
Husker Chuck says we have seen 13-10 so many times. But I don't know if that's an actual prediction.
We have.
No, I don't think that's an actual prediction. Unless it is. I don't know. You didn't finalize that one.
I already have Husker Chuck on here anyways.
Vince Watson says 31-27, the Corn. The Nebraska Corn. Which might be the highest point total we've seen. And then some.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Minnie, I know you stand up for the show, but you almost need to sit down for this one. Living in Omaha, David Matney, the official.
Hey, let me get my chair. This sounds like a doozy. Okay. Okay.
The official realtor of the Five Heart podcast, Mr. David Matney, says 17-13 Nebraska. He says, we win! Exclamation point.
Wow. Oh, yes. Woo! Good job.
So.
I love that.
Vince Watson says, John Butler's defense giving up 26.5 points per game in the Big Ten. It's true. Tiger Shark Diver also says 17-10 Nebraska.
Okay.
Tony wants to know who the drunk woman is roaming around on camera. It's me.
It's me. I should not ever do shots. Ever. This is why I don't.
There was no peer pressure involved. I didn't twist her arm and say, you can only come on the show if you do a shot of whiskey. I didn't do any of that. Not saying she's to blame, but if you want to point a finger or blame, it's
honestly, I knew better last year. I'm like, no, I don't trust myself to have a shot. Go ahead, Greg. I knew better, but this year it kind of felt like I needed to take a shot with all of you guys. I feel like, I don't know, this might be what most people are like right now.
Ooh,
yeah.
I got the hiccups. No. Fred wants a reminder of what your bet was. Your bet was if
we lose, I'm wearing Iowa garb.
And if you win, he's wearing
He
Iowa.
is. He
all right. Those are all of
honestly, who has more at stake? Who has more at stake right now?
Anybody making a bet where Nebraska loses. So, all right. Minnie, it's time for, well, let's double check our Sunday night crew. So we have Hosses. Jake says 2013 Nebraska.
2013. I love Jake. I think Jake, honestly, he could be our spirit animal. He could take over for John.
At least during Iowa week.
I like him.
Husker Power. Did we get Husker Powers? I feel like we did.
No.
All right. Apparently we missed it. That's on Minnie. What's your prediction, Husker Power? And then Minnie, do you want to give your prediction?
Yeah. Here's how I want it to go down.
No, well, we all know how we want it to go down. How do you think it's going to go down?
This is how it's the same thing. Okay.
It's not. But by that I mean there's your favorite bands versus the greatest bands of all time. Those are two different categories.
I'm this close to making a bet, a financial bet. Okay. I only do that when it's like a gut feeling. It's like in here, right here, inside me. Okay.
She's so drunk right now, y'all.
I want the score to be 13-10 with us having the walk-off field goal.
What are we doing?
I'm sick of it. I am. Aren't you?
I've never been God, do it. God.
It's our turn. It's
It
our
is our
turn.
turn. I don't know. Fred says, OMG, Minnie, don't point there on Monday, okay? My Aunt Mary watches the show.
My heart. My heart. That's all.
You were pointing to your stomach? Your
inside
intestine.
me.
Your gut feeling.
Yes. That's all it was.
By the way, write down Husker Power score before you can no longer hold your pencil.
Okay.
Huskers 18, Iowa 16.
Okay, I almost got it. 18-16 Huskers. Okay. Got it.
All right. And then, you know me, I tend to regress towards the median. I think Nebraska's going to win, and I'm going to say 24-20. Charles, you're too late in the show for that question, buddy. You're going to have to rewatch it when this thing ends and find out our conversation all about Dylan transferring or not transferring, as we think.
Or not.
So, Fred says Minnie was pointing to a lower abdominal area looking like DX. Break it down. She won't know what that is.
I don't, but it sounds like a good rap.
Yes. All right. Everybody. 11. Here's what I'm promising all of you. Now, I'm speaking only for myself and not for Minnie. If, I don't even go as far as say when. No, we'll stay with if. If Nebraska wins on Friday, meet us right back here for a very special, albeit quick, live get-together after the game.
With kids? With kids.
I won't have, my kids won't be here.
Oh, darn.
My kids won't be
here. It
here.
makes it so much fun with kids.
No, because I'm going to make myself one of my infamous big-ass breakfast burritos.
Great, your burritos suck. They suck ass.
What?
You think you have good breakfast burritos? You have no. Come to Arizona. We have good breakfast burritos. Okay.
Don't judge my food. Don't do that. I'm gonna have my delicious breakfast burrito.
You do you.
Coffee, and I'm gonna start drinking by about 10:30 in the morning. So we'll have a great time on Friday. Knock on wood, and hope you all, whatever your Thanksgiving plans are, whether you're spending it with family, friends, loved ones, whomever, maybe by yourself, whatever, make the best of the day, and just be thankful that we're still here, upright and above ground, as my mom would say, because there are worse alternatives, and I just want the very best for each and every one of you. So thank you for making 2025 for me tolerable. I appreciate each and every one. Thank you, Minnie, for being a tremendous friend and host on this show. And for everybody at CornNation.com, happy Thanksgiving. And myself, for Minnie, this is the 5 Heart Podcast, the one and only, the longest running show on the Corn Nation Network. We remind you each and every week that 5 Heart is all the heart you need. Minnie?
Yeah. Okay, this. Not this. This. I do love you guys. And kill Iowa, please. Kill Iowa.
Bye.
See you Friday.